afternoon, South Africa. Welcome to Afternoon Express. I'm Bonnie Booley. Today we're talking all things fashion in the loft, but we're focusing on accessories. First up, we're talking fine jewellery by Ambra. And then we take a look at all the latest nail trends for the summer. And then Katherine Mary Pichulik joins us in the loft today to showcase her spring-summer collection for 2017. And somebody else who I think is quite well accessorized today is Danilo.
We're going to be making something so delicious in the kitchen today. Welcome to the show. My name is Danilo Acquisto. Clem Pedro, with a name like Pedro, could not resist his temptations today. He's going to be making us a Mexican-inspired pizza, which is so delicious and something that I want to get to right away on the show today. So if you guys want to get the keyword, it's chicken to 33650 at a cost of R1.50. You'll get all the ingredients and a link to the recipe right on your mobile device to get SMSing through right now. And this could be dinner for you guys this evening. I don't want to waste any more time because pizza's like my favorite thing in the whole world.
It is. I mean, I don't think I've ever met anyone that doesn't like pizza.
No. Oh, really?
Have you?
I have, actually. They're dead now, don't worry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Whew. Crisis averted. So, we're still talking rotisserie chicken.
Yes.
And I mean, at this everyday low price, why wouldn't we? I love rotisserie chicken.
Me too. It's one of those things that you have to have in your house, especially if you're like a student or you're somebody like me who really doesn't have much time to go and make meals at home. To have something like this so delicious, and you're also teaching us so many different ways to use it, it's really exciting. So.
And I mean, pizza.
Yeah.
Let's get
and
into
pizza,
it.
yeah.
So, I've got these amazing bases from Woolies, and they're called thin and crispy for a reason.
Okay.
They are thin.
Do you think they're crispy as well? Is that maybe why?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
But when they come out the oven, they've got this amazing fresh pizza-like style, like traditional pizza, crispy base, which is at the moment now, it's not like that, but it happens. And when it happens, it's magic.
Totally. And also, that's when the ends start to, like, they burst into those bubbles of freshness and the crunch and the deliciousness. All happens right there.
I could, write a book about, like, pizza.
Oh. Do you know if they actually, we were doing a Mexican-inspired pizza, and it was so funny. I asked someone earlier on, like, what language do they speak in? So, like, Mexican. They speak Spanish. Obviously, there's a lot of Spanish involved in Mexico. Do you know what pizza is in Spanish?
You tell me.
It's pizza.
So we're carving our chicken.
Okay. What happens next?
So when I said this before, when it comes to the chicken and you're actually shredding it for a pizza or for a salad, don't shred it really fine. It's not a pulled chicken pizza. Okay. It's a chunky, like you got to feel the chicken in there.
Bite into a bit.
So keep it nice and chunky, just like that.
Oh, wow, that is really chunky.
Why not?
Cool. No, I hear you. The chunkier the better. We've had this conversation, Clem.
Yes. Don't abandon the skin. When the pizza goes to the oven under the grill, that skin crisps up and it becomes so amazing.
It's like having bacon, but chicken.
Chicken bacon?
The chicken version,
hey,
yeah.
Dan, let's start something.
I call it chicken. Or bacon.
Chicken. Okay, stop. So we've got the breast meat in there. That's called traditionally the white meat.
Yes.
And you're going in with the dark meat, which is the thigh and the leg. Now you want to do a combination of both because the thigh and the leg have so much more flavor. Exactly. And juiciness and goodness and happiness and love.
Exactly. All those things. It's basically world peace in a bowl.
That's kind of what I try to punt it as. Cool.
Can I steal that out of there? There we go.
There we go.
Just in case there's a young child about to have this pizza. Mom, you brought me pizza. That's not a good idea.
Not again.
Yeah, not again.
All right,
man.
So the pizza base goes down, and then can you pass one of my most amazing, favoriteest, like happiness products in the world? That smoky marinade, Dan.
Oh my gosh, this is your secret ingredient. Do you know when everyone puts on those recipes? If Clem were to create a recipe and say my secret ingredient, it's not a secret. It's
not
always
a secret. I share. So that barbecue glaze goes on there, and it is so smoky.
Delicious.
And Mexicans also know they do barbecue very well.
Okay.
So you got to give them.
I didn't actually know this.
You got to give them props for that. So it's coated really well. And then pop it straight down on that pizza.
Straight onto the first layer. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, cool. So
yeah, because that you don't want to add any extra tomato sauce or tomato base to the pizza. It's already got that initial flavor. Okay. Any more, and it's going to become really soggy. You've got that sauce from the chicken already and from the barbecue glaze. So, next step, Dan, if you can pass me the corn.
The corn.
So that's the corn chip.
Oh, no, that's not it. Then what are you looking for? What's the corn? Oh, the actual corn. This is so awkward right now. The yellow stuff right there. Say
it with me. Corn.
Okay. Corn, right, everybody. And dancing to distract you all dancing.
All right. So I've taken some of the corn. All I've done is shave. I should stop teasing you.
Yeah, that was terrible. Wow.
It's gone to the oven with just a little salt and pepper and olive oil on there. And you can see how well that it's charred. And you want that to happen. Don't be afraid. Exactly. And like the smoky, corny flavor. It's amazing. Okay. Scatter on. Hello, bro.
That's also the sweetness that you're adding to it again. The barbecue sauce got a little bit of sweetness. The tomato's got this sort of twangy zing deliciousness. And then obviously this adds that sort of sweetness.
I love
and
this
you've got that smoky flavour.
Yeah, exactly. Then my favorite, jalapenos.
Jalapeno.
So now, I mean, at Woolies, you get the variety, you get the sliced, you get the whole. I've got the halves right now. Because I want to keep it quite chunky again. We're not scared of the heat.
Yeah. Actually, it's the first time, especially if you're going to be making a pizza, Clem doesn't know how to do anything normally. Like, he always wants to add his own twist to it. So what he's done is obviously add a lot of layers to this to make it quite a thick pizza. It's almost going to be like a whole sandwich on a pizza.
That's true, and people are like pizzas.
The only way he knows how.
People are like pizzas. There's lots of layers to people.
Oh, get over yourself.
Spending too much time with you.
Totally, yes.
Okay, the jalapenos go on.
The corn is there, not in your mouth. Like, you should stop being corny. So just put it on the pizza.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm not like going light with the jalapenos. It's quite nice. And also, as it cooks,
they're not that burny.
They're not that burny. They're not,
Okay.
especially as they cook.
We trust you. We trust you.
Some blue cheese goes on, not mozzarella. Favorite. Some blue cheese. You get some amazing cheeses in Mexico. There we go.
That's soya, my favorite thing in the world.
And then that goes to the oven, and it comes out. Okay, wait, that goes to the oven.
And
with our nacho chips
on top. Oh wow.
Crunch that over. Actually, no, let's actually do it afterwards.
Yes.
Cool.
I want to keep that crunchy. You put that in the oven, you're just going to black the tips. You
there we go. Crunch that over.
Oh, yummy.
And then I got some guacamole over there. Can you pass that to me?
Yeah, mole on the table. But
there we go.
Proper zesty one.
And all you got to do to finish this off is just add nice dollops of that.
Oof, yummy. And that's my favorite dip in the whole world. This zesty guacamole you can use for pretty much anything. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, this looks so delicious, Clem. What a great treat, especially for any time of the day and probably the weekends on the way, basically. We're one day away, so we can call it the weekend right now. And if you guys want to get the recipe, maybe make this for dinner or over the weekend, you got SMS the keyword chicken to 33650. That SMS will cost R1.50, and your free SMSs do not apply. And if you've missed how to make this delicious Mexican pizza, here's a recap. You know, if there's one thing that I've learned about cooking, that it's all about confidence. I need you to say, yes, I can make a Mexican-inspired pizza with us on Afternoon Express. We're going to go to a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to be speaking about nail trends. Ladies, stay tuned.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. You're live on SABC3. It's happened to all of us. The summer season arrives and we update our wardrobe with new dresses and tops that reveal a little bit more skin. But then we commit the absolute fashion crime of forgetting about the perfect underwear to go with it. Not to worry, in today's Woolworths Fashion Workshop, fashion expert Sharon Becker shares a few helpful tips and suggestions to set you on the right track. You'll never be without the right support again.
Hi, my name is Sharon Becker. Today I'm going to be taking you through matching your underwear to your look. This summer, the off-the-shoulder trend is huge, so what's essential in a woman's underwear arsenal is the strapless bra, or a multifunction bra that allows you to place in order to conceal or reveal. Push-up bras are made for plunging necklines, and it's okay to see a little bit of a hint of a bra. I've paired the push-up with a black, very tailored suit, and you just catch a hint of the bra, and this is completely acceptable. The sheer trend is here to stay, and what better opportunity to show off your lingerie. Today I've done quite a 70s-inspired look, and I've paired a very smooth, contoured bra shape, and I've gone black on black just to keep the look elegant and classic. We call this the no underwear underwear. It fits seamlessly and contourlessly under t-shirts, and it's essential. It's perfect and looks like you're not wearing any underwear. This season, the slip dress is a huge trend. I love this one because of the sheer paneling, which really gives you an opportunity to show the lace underneath. I've paired it with a lace triangle bra. It was only in the late 70s that the padded bra, the satin bra, and the lace bra came to the mass market and became affordable. And now it's such an essential part of every woman's wardrobe. So there you have it, all the bras that you need to get the look this season.
Every season, we fall head over heels with the latest trends that will keep our hands and our feet looking as fabulous as our outfit. We're joined now by Jade Robertson from the Just Jade blog, who knows all about the freshest splashes of colour that will be illuminating red carpets and manicams this season. Welcome to the Loft.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so what do you think of my nails?
I love them.
Sorbet did them for me just before the show.
It goes with the tropical trend that we were about to mention.
Wow.
They look really nice.
Thank you so much. So what's huge this season, nail-wise?
Well, I mean, one of the biggest trends right now is gel nail polish. So everybody does the gel because this way you can wear it longer, it doesn't chip. You just have to obviously commit to it for a bit longer because it's about every 2 weeks people go for full. Tropical trends, and I'm loving like the metallics right now.
Yeah.
You see this like on the runways.
Metallics on you. It's
even
like
on
a
my
rose
toes.
gold.
Yeah, and then like nude colors, the nudes are always in. So yeah, so those are basically like the hottest trends right now.
Yeah.
When it comes to nails.
And then in terms of shape, I know this is a stiletto shape.
Yeah.
But the lady, while she was doing it, said to me, there's also a coffin shape.
A coffin shape, yeah.
What is...
So that's basically the stiletto shape, but it's straight on the top.
Okay.
So that's basically what that is. So
okay.
the coffin, yeah, so it's like shape of the coffin upside down. So the end of the coffin will be on the top of the nail, I guess.
Can't keep up. I can't keep up. So in terms of shape, like what always works? What's the classic?
My favorite is the stiletto shape. Coffin also does really well. Like, those are my two favorite, actually. Like, sometimes the oval, it looks a bit thick to me. So if I would say shape, definitely go for the coffin or the stiletto.
Yeah. And in terms of just matching up your nails with what you're wearing or something versatile that can just kind of carry so you don't have to change your colours every day.
That's why
what colours would you recommend?
That's why I kind of like going for the metallics and the nudes because then it goes with everything. I mean, if you're somebody that's bright and out there, you can definitely go for the bright pinks. That works as well. But it bothers me sometimes if I can notice that my nails are totally off to my outfit. So I like playing it safe and sticking to like the metallics and nudes. And if I do go a bit crazy, it will be like with diamantes or like nail art. So like I'll spice it up with nail art, but then I'll keep it like the colour is more dim.
Right. Yeah. And in terms of just choosing a nail polish, how do we take care of the health of our nails and make sure that the nail polish we're choosing is a good one?
Well, when it comes to nail polish, always use a base coat because that's what keeps the nail healthy.
Coat,
yes,
right.
Base coat. So that's what keeps the nail healthy. And when it comes to nail polish, choose something that's like long wear, something that avoids chipping because chipped nails are like the most
awful.
Thing.
There's just like everyone can judge you with chipped nails. They're absolutely allowed to judge you.
And that's why like I prefer the gel because when you do nail polish, like your nails could start chipping the next day if you don't have a good brand.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
So this season, look no further than the sensational new Sorbet nail range from Clicks. Whether it's volume, shine or durability you're after, the long wear, glam effect and Pro Gel ranges provide a nail polish for every kind of gal.
So one thing I've always known is that men can wear watches and it always looks cool. But I've heard somebody once say online that the only person who can not only wear a watch as a man is Mr. T. So if you're into jewellery, ladies, and you want to know more, after the break on Afternoon Express, we talk all things shiny.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, Ambra Gambale is a fine jewellery designer like no other. She makes use of traditional diamonds and precious metals, but she also makes use of some less conventional materials, some of which used to be alive. Welcome to the Loft.
Thank you.
Good, great to have you. So your first range was called Skalkami, which is a combination of bone and diamonds.
Yes.
What a rare combination. How did that come about?
Well, it's quite a curious story. Obviously, having grown up in nature, being South African, I've always kind of been very fascinated with textures. And so from a little collection of kind of roadkill and you know, birds' eggs and different stones and things, this cabinet of curiosities kind of grew. And as I grew, I became particularly fixated with the crocodile skull. Its form, its intricacy, and I've always wanted a kind of way to kind of embalm that. So I finally coined the concept of kind of metallizing them in a very specific patina.
Wow.
So they become kind of art forms. But then being a jeweler, I've taken it to another dimension where I've taken actual diamonds and encrusted the skulls with them, as well as they've been adorned with different 18-carat kind of spider motifs and gold teeth. And yeah, so it's really quite a curious combination.
So you studied law. Did
Yes.
you then decide to become a jeweler and you were self-taught, or did you just go off and do a course in jewellery design and this is where you've ended up?
Yeah, well, having finished my degree at UCT, I was obviously academically challenged but quite creatively unfulfilled. So I kind of went off and just explored a wide variety of creative arts courses. Actually, no jewellery to begin with, but in one of the briefs where we were briefed to sketch like artifacts, was actual sketching of that, and the detail that went into it that really resonated with me, and there was suddenly a light bulb moment, and I yeah.
Wow.
So I moved back to Cape Town, kind of started knocking on doors and just started manufacturing, and very male-dominated industry, so it was quite challenging, but I got there, and I think if you're passionate, you can do anything.
Well, well done for persevering.
Thank you, thanks.
Now, something else I find interesting is that you sometimes dream about your pieces. You're inspired by something in the dream, whether it's a word or an image in the dream.
Yes.
That's quite a unique creative process.
Yes.
Take us through it.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty nocturnal, so I think my best work has been done after midnight. And yeah, as you say, in dreams, I kind of have vivid dreams.
You're an insomniac.
Yeah, basically. So a very interesting dream would be kind of in a magical cave where suddenly very like gemstones and even particular like patterns come to me, and then kind of wake up and that feeling stays, and then that gets put onto paper. And yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
And then you also said that you're inspired by different South African cultures,
yeah,
different
so
regions.
I think,
How do you incorporate that into your work?
So I think there is like quite an undercurrent of African like fantasy, to say. If
like
you look,
a mythology.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorts,
if you look at the recurring themes of like the labyrinth, the dragonfly wing, the kind of oversized spiders and moths, and then obviously the materials I use are quite Africanesque. You can see that's actual ebony. That's been...
This one over here?
Yes, that's actually been carved from raw ebony, and then the tops are, you know, kind of 18-carat rose gold.
Wow.
Yeah, and these over here, as I said, you know, kind of like a magical spider, which you could wear on the lapel.
As a brooch.
Yeah, as a brooch, on the hat,
anywhere
really.
Yeah.
So, and this is also a great unisex piece. Quite a conversation piece, yeah.
Yeah, I love bold pieces, they're awesome. And which ones of these are from your latest range, Charmed?
Well, my latest collection is quite dainty. And it's called Charmed, which literally means in the dictionary lucky or happy, as though protected by magic. So the collection is premised on different symbols, you know, the Christian cross, the Khamsa hand.
What's the Khamsa hand?
The Khamsa hand is it's actually Jewish, and as well as Islamic, actually. The hand of Fatima. So it's to ward off evil, to ward off jealousy, as with the evil eye. So these are all kind of the signs that come up within the collection.
Right.
So it's to kind of just bring, you know, a bit of joy or magic or luck to the wearer.
Yeah.
And the collection is, the website's very progressive. So online you can actually go ahead and you can choose your chain in 18-carat yellow, white or rose gold.
Oh, that's lovely.
There are also options for beads, where you can choose actual beads, like over here.
Oh, I see that.
And then you can choose your charm, or you can choose
almost custom make your own piece.
Exactly, online.
Yeah.
So that becomes quite personalised.
Yeah. Well, it's also exciting to see that you're not afraid to go from really bold, chunky pieces to dainty, sweet, soft pieces.
But there's always a kind of element of fantasy that you know, pervades.
That strings it all together.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you so much, Ambra. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Let's join Dan in the kitchen.
Yes, it's time for us to share another moment with 5 Roses on Afternoon Express. South Africa's favorite tea is expertly blended to ensure the highest quality. Its commitment to excellence in making the perfect cup of tea, which delivers its distinctively superior taste. This week, Jeannie met up with our favorite tea master, Dinesh, at the charming Le Franschhoek Hotel in Cape Town to share a cup of 5 Roses tea and learn more about the premium blends.
Rich in history and refined in its style, Le Franschhoek Hotel in the heart of the Franschhoek Valley is the perfect setting for my final meeting with tea master Dinesh Vijayawardena as we explore the different types of tea and what influences the difference in taste. Dinesh, throughout the series, we have discussed so many different varieties of teas, from the classic English breakfast to my favorite, the chocolate-infused Sacred Night. But all of these teas have something in common.
Currently, tea is used for any hot beverage other than coffee. It could be herbal teas, it could be flavored teas, detox teas, or infused teas. But the word tea actually is for tea that is grown from the bush Camellia sinensis. So this bush was discovered by the Chinese long years ago, and now it is a household name. The tea plant, or Camellia sinensis, actually is the one plant that gives you a black tea, a green tea, or yellow tea, oolong tea, or sencha tea. All of these teas are made with this one plant.
So how do you create so many distinctive types of teas with varying flavors and benefits?
So it's actually in the process of manufacture, or the types of leaf that you pluck from the bush, or it is where the tea is grown. All of these things would actually determine as to what type of tea is eventually made. So of these teas, black tea, as we know it, is the most common of teas, and what makes it black tea is the process of manufacture. So the fermentation process, it's a fully fermented tea. After it's fermented, it is fired or it's dried at very high temperatures to make it very hard and to give that blackness. In the 5 Roses range, we actually have 3 different types of black tea. The first one is our red box, which is a blend of Ceylon tea, and it's the smoothness, the mellowness, and the yellow color or the golden color that comes from the Ceylon that makes a big difference. And we also have 100% Ceylon tea in our English breakfast, and the briskness and the brightness and the quality that comes through depicts the Ceylon that we use in it. And just as a matter of fact, Ceylon tea is actually tea that comes from the island of Sri Lanka. We also have the Select African blend, which is a blend of Malawi and Kenyan teas, and these teas give you the fullness, the richness that comes from the African continent.
So green tea comes from the same plant?
Yes, green tea does come from the same plant. It is the process of manufacture that is different. In green tea, you arrest fermentation as soon as possible and you fire it at very low temperatures. And this is what locks in all the nutrition and the goodness of the plant and gives you that slightly green or raw grassy taste when you drink it.
I'm a huge fan of green tea purely because it's got so many benefits. What are all of those benefits?
The health properties of green tea is what's driving the popularity of this beverage throughout the world and also in South Africa. Green tea is known for its antioxidants that fight free radicals and actually protects the cells in your body. It also is good for digestion, and it helps you with your dental care. It gives you an energy boost. It's good for your hydration. So there are lots of good properties in tea that help the body in many ways.
And it's good for your metabolism.
Absolutely. It also increases your metabolism rate.
I'm always interested if a product has caffeine in it. So does tea contain caffeine? And if so, is it as much as with coffee?
Tea does have caffeine, but in general, we believe that tea has 3 to 4 times less caffeine than coffee, and also less than a lot of other caffeinated drinks. And the caffeine in tea is also natural, and it's not addictive.
Wow.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
And welcome to La Franciscan High Tea. We have prepared a certain selection for you that goes well with your teas as well. We have finger sandwiches down at the bottom. So we move up to the chicken wontons and some croutons with preserved figs and pâtés. On your right hand side there's a sweet selection over there. We have chocolate lox, mini muffins. To the middle we have homemade croissants with berry bombs as well as lemon tarts and raisin bombs on the top as well.
Well, it looks sensational. Thank you so much.
Please enjoy and have fun.
Five Roses is an iconic South African brand with a commitment to excellence that results in a distinctively superior taste in every cup of tea. So, whether you're sipping on Five Roses' strong select African blend, enjoying the smooth golden Ceylon blend, or reaping the health benefits of the green tea, you can be sure that with over 100 years of tea making experience, as well as the expertise of our tea master, nobody makes better tea than you and Five Roses.
Today's your last chance to win a fabulous Five Roses gift pack containing an assortment of their delicious teas. So grab your phone now. To win, simply SMS the keyword Five Roses and your name to 33650. SMSs are charged at R1.50 and T's and C's do apply. So visit our website, afternoonexpress.co.za, for details.
Now that competition is awesome, but something is incredibly fishy in the loft at the moment. Clem has disappeared. I guess you're going to have to find out where he is after this. A warm welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, there aren't many ways to get away from the humdrum of life other than a good old road trip. Last week, I took a trip to Saldanha on the west coast to meet the family behind Sea Harvest and to have a look at some of the facilities that were there, and it was such a fascinating trip. This week, however, we sent our resident chef, Clem Pedro, out there, who treated them to a traditional South African snoek braai with a famous Clem twist. Take a look.
Wow, look at that. Thank you so much. It's so beautifully cleaned as well. Alta, you do not get any fresher than this. Do you eat like this every day?
In Saldanha, we sport for fresh fish. There's hake, there's snoek and angel.
And this is definitely such a treat. I know exactly what to do with this little braai.
That sounds very good.
Let's get going. So how about we get started immediately? Will you put some salt and pepper on this beautiful snoek for me? Great, so that's going to go for about 7 to 10 minutes. While that's going, let's start our glaze. Let me get the pan straight on the heat.
Yeah.
In with the butter. Ginger and garlic, a lot of garlic. And then let's go straight for our traditional apricot jam.
Oh, yes. And when we will add the chilies.
You can do it right now, you can go for it. So I like it quite hot, and you?
Yeah, definitely.
So just a few more ingredients. I've got some coriander that goes in. Quite a bit of that. And then just a little bit of salt and pepper. Before we turn the snoek over, I want to add some smoky flavor. So let me just pop this to the side, and we can pass that. So what I've got in here, I've got some onion, and I've got some oak chips that I've just soaked in some water. So I'm going to lift and just add some of this directly onto the coals to give us a beautiful smoky flavor on our snoek.
That's clever too. The onion to be in with it.
Adds quite a savory flavor as well. That just goes in.
What else can you put to the wet chips for flavor?
You could even use tea to smoke a snoek. And so often when we see people braai snoek, we see them adding thin slices of onion. So I've taken that notion and just mixed it with the smoked chips. So you get in that savory, sweet note from the onion and then the smoke from the chips.
Wonderful. I will use that definitely.
You can go in your side. We're going to do this together. And on 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
Look at that.
Wow.
So I'm going to give it a squeeze of lemon, and then we're going to start basting it. Great, so you're going to glaze that for me then, Salon. So I must ask, working for Sea Harvest, you must love seafood.
Oh, definitely.
When it comes to seafood, what is your favorite seafood?
Actually, hake. You know, hake is so versatile. You can do it in a braai, you can do it in parcels, whatever you want to do with hake.
Definitely, I must say my favorite way to have hake is deep fried and with chips.
That is nice.
So while it's busy cooking now, let's start our salad.
Oh.
So I'm going to take some spring onions. This is going to go with our sweet potato salad. And sweet potato and snoek is quite traditional.
Yes, definitely.
So just going to do the white parts nice and thin. And as we get to the green, turn it diagonally and get more crunchy pieces, thick pieces of spring onions. So now we've got our spring onions, so now for some fresh dill. And we're not using it in our soup, we're actually using it in our sweet potato.
Oh,
but again,
yes.
it's bringing through that signature flavor. Next, we're going to bring some more briny and saltiness to counteract that sweetness on our glaze. I'm going to be using some capers for that. I love capers. And again, all we need to do is just give that a chop as well. Not too fine, because you still want to taste it and create some texture. I'm going to add some of this orange sweet potato that I just roasted in the oven. Delicious squeeze of lemon, just to bring out all the flavors of those other ingredients. Of course, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And then a finishing of some salt and pepper. And that is our sweet potato salad done. Wow. So all I'm going to do, I'm actually going to serve it on the board. Yeah. So just mix it all together, just like that. Now I'm just going to cut a piece of our delicious snook. And just pull that, look how it's flaking perfectly. Ah, beautiful, beautiful fish. What do you think?
Oh, wonderful. And thank you for spending this wonderful day with us. Give us your beautiful recipes, and it was a very enjoyable day. But I guess you're heading home now.
But thanks to Sea Harvest and Saldanha, I am home.
Oh, you're welcome.
Let's dig in.
I'm so jealous. It was like so much fun, so much fun. I actually found out today that it's a what do you call it? The mackerel is made. I mean, the snook is made from like a snake mackerel, and its original name is Cythrites atun. That's his like technical name. Like, who
How
cares?
did you even remember that?
I didn't. I googled it during this little segment that we played out right now.
You would do that. So
Totally. So the summer season is almost upon us, and we're all so excited to get out there and travel this summer. I hope you guys have got some incredible plans. So today's Dettol Even Tone tip of the day comes from a blogger talking more about traveling, our favorite thing to do.
Hey guys, I'm Liesel from 9 Lives, and I'm going to talk you through my beauty travel essentials. So there are a couple of things that I always carry with me when I go on holiday. One of them is definitely wet wipes. So I normally have different wet wipes for my face, and then you can buy the cheap baby wipes to use all over your body. And then I have sanitary wipes for the special bits. If you don't want to use wet wipes, I can definitely recommend buying yourself some micellar water and carrying some cotton pads around. This is a really nice product that's come onto the market lately, and it's great for waterless cleansing. So you just apply that to some cotton buds and then wipe off all the makeup. So this is very convenient when you're on a plane or when you're on a road trip where you don't have access to a bathroom. Something else I always carry around definitely is hand sanitizer, because public bathrooms are gross and there's not always soap. So definitely have that in your bag. Then another must is lip balm. Absolutely essential. If you're on a plane, everything tends to dry out. So I always carry this with me to apply on your lips, but it's also nifty to apply on your nose, like here around your nose, to just prevent everything from drying out. Another must-have, obviously, is roll-on. You're not going to be able to take an aerosol can onto a plane, so pack your roll-on. That's definitely convenient. Then another super convenient thing that I always carry around when I'm traveling is dry shampoo. So dry shampoo is basically fine powder that helps to absorb the oil along your roots. So you're going to spray it about 20 centimeters from your scalp. And then just massage it in until it absorbs the oil and brush it out. So this is really convenient when you're going on a road trip, but you can't take aerosols onto a plane. So an alternative if you're flying is rice powder. You can buy loose powders at most of your pharmacies or big supermarkets. So rice powder is basically the same as face powder, it's just a bit finer. I normally apply this on your T-zone if you want to absorb oil on your face, but you can also use it to absorb oil along your hairline, so when you're sweating and you have like greasy bits here along your ears. And then again, just massage it in and it'll help absorb the oil. This works a little bit better if you have blonde hair than brunette hair, but it's still a nice trick to have up your sleeve. I always carry little tissues. They're just handy for, obviously, when you need to blow your nose, but also, you know, when you're in a public bathroom and there's no toilet paper. Then two things I want to advise you to do when you're traveling is, firstly, to push the air out of your bottles. So the air expands when you're in the airplane, and that's why your bottles tend to explode. So all your shampoos, your lotions, your creams, just take the bottle and squeeze out all the air until it's like that. Push it shut, and then that'll prevent it from exploding. And obviously you have to put this in a Ziploc bag. And another essential tip is to keep your foundation in a separate bag away from everything else. Because foundation always explodes in a plane, and it is incredibly hard to get off everything when you're in a little airplane bathroom. So just put it in a little Ziploc bag, squeeze the air out, and we're good to go. This is really convenient. And those are my top beauty essentials when you're traveling. Enjoy your holiday.
Some really cool tips there. I think I even took a few things from that. That squeezing out of the air from the bottle and closing it.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a cool tip.
absolutely. And then I like the wet wipe tip. I actually never thought of traveling with wet wipes. I usually use wet wipes for almost everything.
Oh, you travel quite a lot. What are your tips?
Yeah, I travel quite a bit, and I've got a little tip. If you take a shower cap and you take all your precious little bits, like jewellery or things that you don't want to lose, you just wrap them up in the shower cap and you put them in your shoes.
Oh my gosh! So people are not going to go in searching for your shower caps anyway. It's like it's one of those things. I've also heard that girls pack their sanitary towels and stuff on top of their handbags. So people like open like, nope, not going in there.
No, yeah. And then if you're overpacked, and then they ask you to empty out your bag a little bit, and you open it at the airport, and it's just like all your little special private bits.
Good tips, really, really cool stuff. So the Dettol Even Tone Summer Competition is still running, and you only have until tomorrow to enter the competition, so make sure you hurry up. This is how.
Keep it even this summer with Dettol Even Tone and stand a chance to win one of 4 fantastic summer selfie hampers, which include Dettol Even Tone products, an LGX cam phone, and the Striker Pose summer selfie stick. Everything you need for the perfect summer selfie. To enter, simply post a picture on our Afternoon Express Facebook page of how you and your BFF get summer ready using the hashtag #KeepItEven. The competition closes on the 28th of October. T's and C's apply and are available on our website. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. The last time designer Katherine Mary Pichulik was in our loft, she showcased some beautiful jewellery pieces and spoke about how people were so in love with her items that they would even want to buy them straight off of her neck. Now she's added a new facet to her business, fashion. She joins us again today along with Nadia van Steen, head fashion designer at Pichulik. Welcome to the loft.
Hello.
Lovely to have you with us again.
To be back exactly on the same day as last year. Just before
exactly
Halloween.
the same day.
Correct.
No ways.
You
It's
guys,
meant to be. It is written.
basically.
I'm such a huge fan. I mean, I'm swooning right now. But now you've added this whole other range. I mean, we're not just talking fashion. We're talking bags, shoes. This is huge. Why did you decide to take this route now?
Well, because like the whole brand, Pichulik, has always been about aggregating women and sharing wisdom, and jewellery has been its conduit. So to extend upon that is almost natural, as we want to embody the spirit in all assets of how a woman wears herself.
Wow. What are some of the challenges of just growing your brand into that space?
Some of the challenges were just understanding the woman that wears our brand and actually catering for her and making beautiful garments that she'll enjoy to wear in everyday life and travelling abroad or at a gala event.
Absolutely. I mean, as a woman who wears your jewellery myself, when I saw your fashion wear, which you brought some models along with you.
Yes, we have.
I think we can see the models so that the viewers at home can actually see what I'm talking about. When I saw the clothing, I thought, oh my gosh, that is so me, because it's the kind of thing that I would wear on safari, on a game drive, and wear it the entire day into the evening, sip a cocktail. It's like this luxurious desert wear. Was that what you had in mind?
Exactly, totally. It's for a woman who is, you know, travelling and exploring and someone who's got an adventurous spirit. And it's supposed to be laid back, and we're really caring about our fabric choices. It's hand-dyed hemp, so it's beautifully breathable.
Wow.
And it wears really, really well. So this is hemp silk. And we want women this summer to layer effortlessly.
Yes.
And have a coolness.
And oh my gosh, how are those espadrilles?
So these espadrilles were in collaboration with Espadrille, the local brand, and it's our second collaboration with them. And the whole idea of the shoe is you can wear the strap. There's also another more simpler version of it, and then you can actually take the strap off and then make it like chilled out loafers.
Wow.
So it's like exploring
so
Marrakesh.
Versatile.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super glamorous, like Karoo glam.
Exactly,
Yes.
and you know, we've really considered, like, everything here is handcrafted. You know, we produce our clothes locally, the shoes, the backpacks, sourced our materials locally. So you're really looking at Africa's most finest of raw materials reimagined.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, that's gorgeous. And I mean, where is this fabric readily available, or have you had to go through great lengths to get some of it?
Nadia?
I did a lot of sourcing. It is ready available, well, in the country.
In the country?
Yes, at the moment.
A shout out to Emporium.
Yes.
Who really cares about ethical, conscious,
eco-friendly fabrics.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's all hand-dyed to our tones. So,
Wow.
you know, we...
Well, you know, I'm so fascinated at the idea that, I mean, fashion is such a saturated industry. Every time a designer decides, I'm going to make clothes, it doesn't necessarily feel like an original idea or a unique idea. But what gives you the faith to believe that what you have to design or offer is going to be unique and people are going to want it, and it's going to be different from everything else that's available?
I think one of the things, you know, Nadia and I have really, like Nadia's really beautifully tailored and done so well, is thinking about the sensuality of clothes. You know, there's like crescent moon cuts on the pants, so it can reveal your ankle. That also mimics the jewellery motif. It's the fact that there's like crescent moons on your shoulder, so when you kind of slip over your shirt, you show your lover, you know, a little something.
Wow.
It's the way these breathe on your body, the way that this flows as you walk into a room.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculously sexy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And it's sexy in an understated, natural and feminine way, without being crass or
forced.
Or too forced, yeah.
I mean, her waist is minute.
That's a good point. And there's also got swag, you know, because it's got this flow and there's tassels and there's bling and...
Absolutely. Now, one thing that's always stood out for me about your work is story. I think you're passionate about story and how it lends itself to the substance of the brand and design. And how does story feature in this range?
So, like, this collection is really inspired by North Africa and kind of Persian esoteria and the sacred quality of womanhood being, you know, grace and compassion. And one of the necklaces on that very beautiful lady who just walked off is called the Anihatra neck piece and choker. And that's named after the goddess, the Persian goddess, but also the Anihatra chakra, which is your heart. So we're trying to use jewellery and subtle detailing in garments to accentuate the most sacred and most powerful elements of femininity.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So what, can you share any styling tips for some of us?
I would say definitely layers.
Layers.
Natural fabrics, layers,
jumpsuits.
Lots of jewels, yes, jumpsuits. Always lots of jewels. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It's so gorgeous. I can't wait to see everything that you have to offer in your fashion range.
Thank you so much.
Dan has a speciality for us.
Yeah, so one thing I noticed about your jewellery is it has the word lick in it, and I thought that we should have something delicious just to have pizza on the show today.
You're hilarious. Why do you always feed us at the end of every show? On camera. It's so awkward.
I have a more important question. When are you going to make men's jewellery?
We already do. I do commissions.
We do.
All right.
Come on
I'm
over.
your person.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
That would be so cool. All right, South Africa, there's so much to look forward to tonight. I'm very, very excited. On Top Billing this evening, there's going to be some incredible stuff happening on the show. It's a whole bunch of really cool surprises. First of all, if you guys know, we had him on our show not too long ago. Michael Bublé was in our loft. And Nico Panaggio went to go and visit him, and he showed him a quick little video on his phone. And we haven't quite seen what's on this video yet, but Michael's reaction was insane. And what he did after that video was mind-blowing. Really, really cool to see the man himself come out of his shell, which was really awesome. And then the second event that happened on Top Billing tonight is all about surprises. Again, there was a computer screen that came in. Fat Joe was out on a beautiful lodge. We went to go visit him on his holiday and take a look at them enjoying their holiday. And then this happened. And something on that screen got him to get up, and her facial expression tells me something happened there, and I'm dying to know what happens on tonight on Top Billing with that. So that's also tonight.
Wow.
And then also Jonathan Boynton Lee. This man is so hilarious. Okay, this guy went to go visit Anna Kendrick in the States for the brand new film, and he gave her something. I'm trying to see what is inside this thing here. She was reacting very positively. She saw his guns and was like, yeah, man, yeah, South African boy. And then he gave her something. I think it looks like Did he propose? Didn't he propose to Anna Kendrick live on
He
television?
couldn't have proposed. She looks 12.
Well, we're going to have to wait to see. Tonight on Top Billing on SABC3. Make sure you guys stay tuned to that. Thank you for joining us on the show, guys.
Yeah. Let's
Lots of
invite all
fun.
the models so they can grow their waist. Come.
We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Good night and happy eating. Bye. Nachos. Coming up tomorrow on Afternoon Express, human trafficking survivor and author Elani Kriya inspires us with her story.